Hey y'all, it's KD. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and we vibe. Today's video is a Christian girl tag, and I finally got to it, y'all. Like, I finally got to it. So I'm going to be reading the questions off the paper. And basically, y'all just vibe with me. So the first question is, why did you start YouTube? So it was after my 21-day fast. Not even after, it was during my 21-day fast when I started getting closer to God. And within that time, that's when I start hearing the voice of God. And they say God talks to you in a whisper. He speaks in a whisper. And that's really what it was. It was a whisper. And then I kept getting on YouTube, and for some reason, the Christian YouTubers would come up, and I'm like, why are they suggesting this? And I haven't really been watching. So that was all so compelling to me. And then one day I went to sleep, and that's when I got my vision. So I already had a YouTube channel, and I basically just shifted the gears to my YouTube channel from like business and entrepreneurship into the Christian lifestyle, empowering people, inspiring people, and with a splash of beauty. So when did you give your life to Christ? I feel like the last time I gave my life to Christ was in January. I feel like I've done it multiple times, maybe like 4 times max. But this time it makes sense, and I'm doing it right, and I'm doing it for the right reasons, and I'm actually learning. So because I'm learning, I feel like it's true, if that makes sense. I'm doing it in the right way. So I would say the last time is January. What is the first thing you had to let go once you were saved? Cursing. Cursing was the top one. Fornication. And I let go of some of the music I used to listen to. I was a big Megan Thee Stallion fan, and now I can't wait till this year over with, so I can see like what I've been listening to the most, what artists I've been listening to the most, because last year it was Megan Thee Stallion, and let me just tell y'all, that was my artist. Okay, I couldn't wait to see her in concert. So I let go a lot of the secular music that I listen to, because people like to say, oh, music has a lot to do, especially if you like a person like me who have a real strong, I don't know what to call it, but I can feel things. It's really, really strong. So me feeling your music, I still do like Megan Thee Stallion though, but I don't really listen to her. What is your definition of being saved? My definition of being saved is basically giving your life over to Christ and following his word and being intentional in giving your life to Christ. Because I feel like we could walk up and say we gave our life to Christ, but to actually do it, that's actually like, that's, to me, that's being saved. When you give your life over to Christ and you walk in his word and you talk in his word, like, yeah. Do you have advice for someone who wants to give their life to Christ? If you have the thoughts of giving your life to Christ, then that means you're supposed to do it. Don't wait till you're like, oh, I'm gonna get my life right and then give my life. No, give your life to Christ beforehand, and everything after it will flow. And be intentional with giving your life to Christ. I don't want to be like, oh, have a reason, but the reason is to have that salvation, honestly, and to make it to heaven. So be intentional. If you want to be saved, be intentional and be truthful with yourself during the whole thing, because that's a lot. What I had to do with this was I had to be truthful with myself. What lesson has God taught me on this journey? That he's able. I mean, we sing the songs all the time about, you know, God being able, but honestly, to see it work and see him work in me, knowing where I came from and the things that I was doing and how he put his hands on me, like, come on. Like, God is able. And another lesson that he's taught me is, if I had a purpose, I always felt like my purpose was to be a judge, which I feel like I'm still gonna be a judge, but I always felt like that was my purpose. But that's not my only purpose. You can have more than one purpose. And one of my purposes is to inspire and empower people. And so the lesson that he taught me is I'm more than I make myself out to be. And I feel like he's showing me day by day that the assignment that he gave me was for me for a reason. Okay, 2 sins that you struggle with. The 2 sins that I struggle with have been cussing and fornication. Because once you're so used to doing something and making that a habit, habits are hard to break. So I made it a habit to cuss and to be sleeping, be out there in them streets, and so I had to pull myself back. And those are the things that I struggle with, because you see somebody and you feel like you vibing with them, and the old you would be like, we've been talking for 3 months. I'm finna go spend the night. Let me go get my spend the night bag. So like that's something that I struggle. And cussing becomes a habit, a horrible habit. And since me not cussing, my vocabulary has went up. I just feel better about myself. Like, some things do make me be like WTF or TF. Like, but overall, like, I'm doing very, very well with no cussing. Who is your godly role model? My godly role model will, of course, be Jesus Christ. But my cousin Lester, like, he ministers to me in ways he will never know. Like, he just be talking, but like, I can't even explain it. Like, you have to hear him yourself. What are your dreams, visions, and goals? Okay, so it took me the longest to finish my vision board, because like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it, but I was so scared to do it, because I'm one of the people that I would rather have it here than have it out. Because if I have it out, that means you have to do it. And sometimes I feel like I'm not able enough. And that's one of the things God's teaching me, is that you're able. You have so much about you that you don't even know. So my dream, vision, and goals. One of my dreams, like I said, is to be a judge. And I want to be a Christian motivational speaker. I want to inspire people through Christ. The reason I say a Christian motivational speaker is because I don't want to be, I haven't heard a calling to preach. I don't think that's what it is. But I feel like to be a motivational Christian speaker, a Christian motivational speaker. There we go. So that's one of my goals. I also have a online blog ministry coming soon, and like, that's taking me some time because I want it to be so perfect. And like, with me already having a business, like, I know how to make this one rock. My goal is to reach people on YouTube and make this be something that can stand the test of time. Making my videos so in 3 years people can go back on the video and be like, oh, thank you, Lord. Because I found videos that was from 2 years ago that touched me. So that's one of the things. Like, some of my goals is like to move out on my own, you know, get a flexible job, have my skincare business boom even more. Y'all might see me do a little weight loss here and there, you know. I want to lose weight, stuff like that. But overall, to go to law school and be okay, let me see if I can say it right this time. A Christian empowerment speaker. A Christian and I'm tripping. But the next one, my biggest pet peeve that Christians do. My biggest pet peeve is when people put their convictions on other people. Your personal conviction is not my conviction. God got on you about tattoos. He didn't get on me about tattoos. God got on you about having piercings. God didn't get on me about having piercings. God got on you about having all that makeup on your face. He didn't say nothing about my beat. Your convictions are yours. They're not mine. Like, and another thing is, one of my pet peeves, I'm in this group on Facebook, and overall I like this group. I really do. I really like the group. It's called God Starters. So if you want to look it up, it's a women Christian group on Facebook. I like it. I really do. I've noticed people try to play as if they're God. You're a Christian. You're a follower of Jesus, okay? You are not Jesus, okay? You are not God. So between the judgment and the embarrassment that they put other people through, who are you? I'm big on that judgment thing. In this group, there was this one particular woman. She was like, oh, I'm in an organization that keeps people from getting abortions and this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, in my head, when I think about stuff like abortion, okay, this is a little veering over, but you know, when I think about abortions, I think of the free will that we have in this life. That free will, as a Christian woman, you telling me you wanted to take away somebody else's free will as if you are who? You're not saying, oh, abortions, like you, how can I put this? I feel like, and I had to delete my comment because I'm like, I don't want to look as if I'm the person getting abortion because I've never been pregnant before. But you can't judge another person for doing something with their body that God gave them. You know who they're gonna have to answer to? It's not me, it's not you, it's not your organization. They're gonna have to answer to God at the end of the day. That baby is not in your house, that baby is not in my house, that baby is in the kingdom. So why would you say, oh, people don't need to have abortions, and I want to know what y'all think about it, the progressive Christians? No. You don't want to know what a progressive Christian will think about it. You want to probably get what we think about it so you can put it in the pamphlet. So I just feel like the judging and the putting your personal conviction on people, that's a no-no. And and I'm learning how to speak to people about what they do. How do you stay on track with your walk with God? I read my Bible. Your Bible is your #1 book. Like, you can read Christian books and you can watch sermons and but that Bible is gonna pull you back every single time. Praying, okay? Sometimes I just sit somewhere and just start praying. Writing. I write a lot. Writing my prayer journal, which I'll be having a video about that coming up soon. So yeah, those are the things I do. Do you believe in the one? Do I believe in the one? I believe that God sends you people. And basically, you can pick. I don't feel like he sends you one. I feel like you will know when you have your one, but I feel like he sends you more than one, honestly. What is your favorite book in the Bible? It would either have to be Proverbs or John. The reason I say Proverbs is because, baby, you can live by Proverbs. Like, it's Proverbs. Like, there's sayings in there. There's, like, I feel like for anything that you're going through, you can find it in Proverbs, and, like, you'll feel better. John, the reason I said John is because that's when I learned the most about Jesus and the things that he did and the miracles that he did. That's when I saw the beauty of Jesus was in John. So yeah, it had to be Proverbs or John. What do you think is the biggest struggle with the church today? The biggest struggle that I think churches have today is churches have to deal with the new type of people. Like, wherever our parents are at now, they're there. Like, if you in your late 40s, your early 50s, your 60s, you kind of where you at. But then you have people my age, which I belong to Mount Zion. I'm a Mount Zion member. But I find myself watching, Transformation Church, Elevation Church, what's it called? Potter's House, LA, Denver. So the people in the church that's still there are not always welcoming. And sometimes the preachers that's there, they preach I don't want to say the old way, but a lot of the time it goes over our head. So if I'm coming into church and I don't know my Bible, you will talk over my head. So I feel like that's where people lose the church, or the church lose people, lose members. How openly do you share your faith? I mean, I'm on YouTube. And I promote my YouTube on my social media. So, I mean, that right there is openly promoting my faith. But I'm pretty open overall with my faith. Like, I ain't got no shame. None. What is a Bible verse that gives you hope? So I'm learning this one. If you see some of my other videos, you'll notice that I write scriptures on note cards so I can learn them. So this is Romans 12:2. This is the NIV version. Do not conform to the pattern of the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. That gives me hope. Next, what is your opinion on healings and gift of the tongues? I don't have gift of tongues. The opinion on healings, I've never seen nobody get touched and then they heal, but I believe that if God wants to heal you, he will. Like, his will be done. So that's how I feel about that. Have you seen any changes in your life since giving your life to Christ? Have I? Wait a minute. Have I? I'm a lot more calmer. I see things better. I have better productivity during my day. I think I deal with people a lot better. My attitude has become better. I keep my room more clean. I don't deal with depression as much as I used to. I don't deal with anxiety as much as I used to. Like if I dealt with depression at 100, now it's like at a solid 10. So, and same with the anxiety. I have had panic attacks a few times, but panic attacks happen, don't have to have a trigger. So that's that. What else? I just been writing more. I've been happy. I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I'm happy. And I have to say that has to do with me being saved. Because before, I was pretty stagnant and, you know, being rejected. And I was depressed, like horribly. And my room would never stay clean. I would stay in my room. Well, I'm mostly bound to my room anyway. Like, I don't know. I like to be in my room. But I would stay in my room. My room would have this smell. Like, I wouldn't clean it. And then finally, I got saved. I'm happy. So my room stay clean. I'm drinking my water. Like, I see you, God. Like, really, y'all really need, like, if you've been thinking about giving your life over to God, just do it. Just do it. Like, there's plenty of preachers and stuff like that on social media. Like, hit them up. Be like, I've been looking to give my life over to God. Can you help me? Like, all these ministries, like, you really can find somebody to help you on your path. Yeah, my life has changed. And what else? I think, that's what I was telling one of my friends, I think a lot clearer. There's nothing making me feel like it's holding my mind hostage, holding my mind like my mind don't feel foggy. Like I can think a lot clearer. What does your channel look like in the future? My channel look like in the future, more content, more. I want to post every Monday or every other Monday. I'm not sure, but I feel like Mondays is my upload days. So hopefully it's more content, more scheduled content, more things to help people with their walk and keeping them, like, helping them stay on the right path with God. Yeah. And a lot more beauty. I want to add little beauty things in. I got ideas. I really do have ideas up here. A little more, and I want to inspire more, empower more. It's gonna have more people come onto my channel. Okay, like we sitting side by side, and I want to talk about mental health and Christianity, and like, and y'all gonna meet some more of my friends. Period. This is how it's gonna be. So yeah, that's how it is. That's how I see my channel in the future. What do I love mostly about my subscribers? Did y'all subscribe? Right now, as I'm speaking, I think I got 26 subscribers, and that means so much to me, because like I really like just kind of jumped on it one day, and like I think my subscribers went up, I think about 10 within like 3 days. That was a lot to me. That meant a lot to me, for real. So yeah, that people subscribe. Like, that's what I love about you, because you're here. Period. Now send this to a friend. So that is the end of my Christian Girl tag. Thank y'all for coming. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we done bye. Peace.